What's up, everybody? In this video I will be going over a few defensive principles that'll make you just a much better player defensively, as well as having some tools to be able to stop these so hard to guard left to right cheesy guys who are in the wreck just dominating at this point. It'll give you just something to counter them with. So first off, you want to figure out what hand is your player's dominant hand, or your matchup. Sorry, what hand is your matchup's dominant hand? Now, once you figure this out, mine being my right hand, I'm a right hand shooter. Once you figure this out, you'll be able to figure out what side they like to attack with. Now, a lot of people have figured out in 2K that if you shoot with the ball in your offhand, you will have a much faster pull up than if you shoot with the ball in your dominant hand. Now, this is definitely much less evident, definitely harder to show in a shoot around, but in the rec, if you're a normal player in the rec, to online, in the park, wherever, you'll definitely notice that if you shoot with the ball in your offhand, it will be a much faster pull up. So a lot of these left to right guys know this, and because of this are very predictable. Now, if you have a right hand shooter as your matchup, for the most part, he's going to want to shoot on this left side. Most of his shots are going to come from over here. So what you want to be doing is forcing him right. You want to be on this left side way before he gets there. No matter what crossover he does, no matter if he passes it, gets a give and go, it's always going to be on this left side. If he does shoot on the right side, it's going to be a very uncomfortable shot. It's not going to be what he wants to go to, and that's what you want. That's what you want, to throw him off of his rhythm. You don't want to be able to let him get in a left-right rhythm and just be getting whatever he wants. You want to throw him out of that rhythm. You want to get him to miss some shots. Other things you can do to throw him off this rhythm: once you're beating him to the spot, you can set a charge. If he likes to run to these corners, if you set a charge right about in this area right here, he's doing a crossover probably right here or something. Oh, sorry. He's doing a crossover maybe about right here or something, and you just know for a fact that he wants to come back to this corner. He probably just hit 2 threes over here. He's super confident about it. You wait for him. You wait for him right in this corner, and you set a charge. That'll definitely make him not want to go to that corner as much, because he knows that that turnover is right there for him. Another thing you want to be figuring out is, what are their go-to moves? Do they like to do 3 crossovers and then go? Do they like to do a spin move and then to a crossover? Like, what do they like to do? Figure that out very early on. I mean, good players, will use a lot of their different moves, but a lot of these left to right cheesy guys are not using a lot of different moves. They're using left to right. If they're right-handed, they're running to the corner, doing a step back and shooting. But if you're there before them, I mean, they practice this shot time and time again, so they're very good at this. It's going to be hard for you to just contest their shot. You have to beat them by position. Now, they're going to this corner. They want that corner. So beat them to that corner. Have your hands up in that corner before they even get that shot. That's going to make such a difference in the shots that they take as well as the shots that they make. And then next, you want to figure out, do they have any counters? The good players will have counters. I am right-handed, but I drive right a lot, because I know that a lot of people may want to jump to your left side. They know that, a lot of right-hand shooters may want to go to their left, but switch it up. Go to your right. That's what I like to do. I like to go to the right. I might even get a jump shot out of it, because just knowing your form, whether it's left hand or right hand, will make you so much more versatile. But a lot of these guys are predictable, so you want to just figure out, do they have counters? Now, they might, like to go into the corner and do a step back, but now they know that that shot is not there. So then after the step back, they might do like a behind the back, get a mid-range shot. Figure out their counters. Don't just, the first time it may have worked, you might have jumped to the corner and he took that shot. You got the missed shot and good shot defense. That's very great. But a good player is gonna, when he gets to the corner, he's gonna do that step back, and then he's just gonna hit you with a counter, get to the mid range most likely, take a little mid, get himself hot from there. So you want to figure out what their counters are, so you're not just falling for different parts of their game. Next, you want to realize, what are the other players doing on the court? Are they shooting when they get the ball? Do they give him back the ball as soon as they get it? When do they give him the ball? You know, you want to figure this out, because that's going to help you get a lot of passing lane steals, you know, being attached to your man, because there will be certain times when you can crash the glass and other times when you must have to stay attached to your man, because the center, you know, might like to grab boards and kick it out real fast to your man, and he's their main three-point shooter, and you don't want him to just be getting open looks, you know, getting hotter and hotter from the field. You want to make him miss as many shots as possible. So definitely figure out what the other players are doing on the court. Timing is definitely key to this defensive strategy. You should not be reaching. This doesn't mean timing on reaches. This is timing on charges, timing on jumping them to certain sides, timing on jumps for good shot defense. You just want to have good overall timing when playing against those players, because they are very deadly if you make a mistake. But if you're able to stay in front of them and have a hand up, you will be very effective against these players. Don't bite on pump fakes. Figure out what he likes to do. Does he like to pump fake, move to the side real quick? A lot of players like to do that. I like that from time to time. You know, that's a very effective move. So figure out, you know, if he likes to catch. Sorry, I keep on catching him. Figure out, you know, if he likes to catch, move to the side and take a quick shot right there. Like, figure out, don't bite. That's one of the worst things you can do on one of those players. Don't bite on his crossover. Don't bite on his jump shot fake. Just wait for him to get to that favorite shot that he wants and be there before him. Off these left to right guys is often not too great to pick up. But sometimes, you know, it's good to just, you know, play good team defense. If you're 2 passes away, be in the lane. Be there for a good defensive rebound, you know. It's always good to be there. And last but not least, figure out what I mean, this is going to be a bit harder. You might figure this out in the third quarter. You might figure this out in the first quarter. You never know. Figure out what's his game. Some guys, you know, myself, I'm more versatile, you know, except for playmaking, but I do throw good passes as well. But figure out what he doesn't have. He might not be that great at inside scorer. He might just be a great jump shooter with his jump shot on 19 and boosted, but he's not a great inside scorer. Force him to take some layups. Make him drive direct. If you drive him off of the 3-point line, as well as not give him an easy mid-range shot, he'll try to take a layup. And this will not result in good results for him. You want to try to just get them to miss as many shots as possible. These guys have been practicing time and time again on these same cheesy moves, so it's going to be hard to stop them. But you want to contain them. You want to get some stops, and this will overall lead to wins in the end. Definitely. Thanks for watching. I'm still very new at making videos. I'm sorry for the shakiness, but I'm sure everybody gets the gist of it. Subscribe and tell a friend. Thanks.